Hey everyone, it's David here once again. Today we're going to do some fishing. It's in the mid-morning though, but that's okay. And it's kind of warm outside. It's like almost 70 degrees. Very unusual warm weather for this month. And yeah, and today we're going to try to fish with this crankbait right here. That's right. So I saw a couple of videos on YouTube and all that stuff. Like there was one video I saw that he fished with this type of crankbait and they caught some basses here. Well, not here. He caught some basses with this thing. So yeah. So I'm gonna see, and I'm gonna do it right here because this is where I had a history of catching basses before. So, and at this point, I'm using the rod that I'm using, a different type of rod. So I don't know. I've never really fished with these type of lures before. I usually don't have any luck, but we're gonna give it a shot. I'll learn some tricks and stuff and see what happens. So hopefully it'll be good enough and go with the flow. And also I didn't change the line on here, unfortunately, because, well, I was gonna wait until next year. Oh, gotta remember to do this. So yeah, alrighty. Alright, so we're gonna get started. We'll start with the first cast. So alrighty. Of course, this is an issue because I'm stuck in the branch. Oh, great. What? Oh, that looks like somebody's line. Alright, sorry about that. Alrighty. So I think like it's supposed to do this. Like I said, I didn't change the line. I think I'm gonna do it next year. I read that you're supposed to change the line like every year or something like that. So if this doesn't work out, we'll switch over to the worms and all this stuff, and we'll go from there. I don't think I'll be recording the whole time until so. Well, that's not a bad cast right there. So I don't know. Maybe able to catch some fish or not. Well, I usually don't catch a lot of fish in mid-mornings because due to no activity. Although it's supposed to be warm out. So I know you're supposed to put it down like this. Did I catch something? Oh. Now, I don't know. Now I'm a little confused because with all the leaves and stuff. Because, you know, this is in the middle of fall. So, yeah. I don't know. Give it a shot. Oh. Not a good way to put it. You can see it like I can... But I mean, it's supposed to be in shallow water, so I mean, I don't know. I'm like, you know, I can't even figure out where it went. So until I see it, so. Yeah, so I don't usually fish at this time of the season, but since it's warm, Oh, I actually think I caught something. I felt like there's a little tug, but I don't know. It's like it feels like you get that little tug and all that stuff. So I don't know. Oh, see? Maybe it'd be better if it was like in the spring or summer. I don't know, but it's always worth a shot, you know? You won't know until you try it. Well, we could try it over there, like kind of like where I caught a bass back in 2022. I don't know. It seems like it's going the other direction, the way I want it to, but it's not. Well, I gotta be careful of my surroundings though, because the trees and stuff. Okay. Oh, I should have kept track on it because I was gonna do it like maybe like 30 minutes and all the stuff. So I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Let's see what happens. This place doesn't look good. I've been trying to do it for like maybe 5 minutes or something like that. So I'm gonna go to another place that I know where I had to catch a bass history. So I'm gonna go in my truck, get my toolkit and all this stuff. So tackle box, whatever you call it. So in case I have to do some changing. Alrighty. Alright, so there's a bunch of geese here, so we gotta be careful. I mean, maybe we just walk around, like not cause trouble or something like that, because it's like, you know, don't want to get attacked by geese. I'll tell you that right now. So alrighty, just keep walking this way. Keep walking this way. Don't engage or intervene or whatever. So I don't know. Yeah, I've been catching like a lot of leaves lately because, like I said, it's fall. But maybe it's just too darn shallow or something. I don't know. I mean, I've never fished with crankbaits before, so we're gonna try another spot, and we might try a third spot. Although third spot, I didn't have a history of catching something, but we're gonna see how the activity is during the mid-morning, because I never really fish at this time. I very rarely done it. I've done it before, but I've never really have any success. So, well, that's all right. We'll just keep going and keep going until we catch a fish. Well, sometimes we might not be able to catch a fish at all. So I think it's right around here where I caught the bass back in 2022, and that wasn't with the with this rod. It was with the bait caster. That also due to changing the line too as well. So, alrighty. Alright, let's just set up here. Do our thing. Alrighty, so here we are at the other side. You know, We're gonna see if we can catch something here. Not that I have confidence in this one, but it's worth a shot. Well, that wasn't a good cast. I was trying to do the experts. All right, sorry. Let's try that again. See, I like to see how it does the action on there. I don't know if the camera might pick it up, but it's supposed to make like a sound or something like that that attracts the noise, that attracts the fish. All right, well, all right, so I don't know if I'm doing this right. Let me know in the comments below. So I'm using a crankbait, and I'm doing this. Now, I mean, I don't know if this is the right type of water or something like that, or this type, what I'm doing. So I don't know. So it's to wait on a tug or something like that, or whatever I'm supposed to do. So it's gonna keep trying. I guess it could be any. I guess it could do it in any location. I mean, I had caught a bass here, so I haven't caught a bass at the other pond. The pond I usually go to sometimes, like to, you know, like when I caught that catfish this year. So I don't know. Just gonna see. So I don't know. I saw in that video one time in the boat. Like I said before, you know, I don't usually have any luck of catching anything with plastic baits and lures. So if I just sit there and just stood there and just wait for a few seconds, and then it's supposed to act like the fish. Alright, so like I said, there's an alternative way to catch fish. Just see what the activities are doing. Oh, felt like it's supposed to feel something. That's why I try to fish with live bait with the bob, so I can see all the activities going on. I know I've caught bass many times with that. Oh, that was a fail. But I left make sure I'm lifting this up so you guys can understand, see what I'm doing. So there you go. So not sure if I did that with the fail, because, you know, sometimes I just like try to cast as far as I mean, not far, but try to cast as fast as I can. So that'd be the perfect weather for this, you know. Because it'd be nice to catch something different without using live bait, you know. Yeah, I got food. Look at that. Weeds. And that's why sometimes I don't like fishing with that, because it's a pet peeve when you catch things like this. So all right, so let's see. Let's try it again. Well, maybe not a bad cast. I felt like maybe it was a little bit better with this rod than the other rod I used last time. So well, I mean, like I said, it was an old rod. It was probably like really old. I don't know how old, but like old enough to be old enough to like not give you anything. So, all right, so let's see. Yeah, these GoPro batteries like drain so fast. I don't like that. That's why it's always a good idea to get 2 batteries. You know, because especially if you're going to plan out fishing or whatever you're doing, have the opportunity to do that. So I know there was one time I caught a fish without using bobber. One time, similar to this. Yeah, it's getting caught in the weeds again. This is the second time catching it in the weeds. So let's try another location. I think it wasn't, I don't think it was at this spot. I think it was this spot. Let's see. Okay, so it's probably this spot if I'm not mistaken. I probably caught a fish, the bass here. Well, yeah, it was a small one, but it was a largemouth. I thought it was a smallmouth because due to the size. But size don't count. Sizes don't count. If it's a smallmouth, it's brown. Largemouth, it's green. So it was probably a real small. It was a real small one. Well, not real small, but small enough to be a largemouth bass. But usually they're big and all this stuff. So. Ah, darn it. If it's anything but weeds, it'd be great, but no, it's not. So, all right, so oh, you know what it is? I held the line as I cast. See, I mean, well, not that that wasn't really it, but the weeds and all this stuff gets you in the way. So not, it doesn't feel like a bad cast, but I mean, it would cast farther, but once I get the new line next year, I will, you know, maybe better results. I just gotta look up that, I couldn't find that line last time. Like I was trying to find the the pound thing, but you know, I know it's like I think it's like he said, the user said, the lighter the weight, the lighter the line, the better cast. You're far out. So I don't know. I think this is worse than the other one. See, as my rod bends, you know, I feel like I'm always going to catch something, but oh, we caught a leaf. That's not what we wanted. Well, that's not what I wanted, so. All right, let's wait for this wind to die down a little bit. So. Of course, you go the other way, do ya? You like going different directions, do ya? So. Let's see if I try to flip that, maybe if I caught something, maybe it would like pull it. I mean, I probably don't think it's a good idea to do that. You know, I mean, then I'll just lock it in place once I... I don't know if that's gonna work either. Although, there it is. Yeah, always have caught into something, huh? Oh, let me flip that up. Yeah, so this is the crankbait that I'm using. So this is like, it's supposed to be like candy for bass, but however, it's not doing it for some reason. So alright, so I'm just gonna sign off a little bit, and if I catch anything I will let you know, even though I like to see the action on camera, but who knows. So alright, see you then. Alright, so I'll just let you know for the record, I did not catch anything, obviously, due to, you know, with the crankbait. So I don't know if I'm doing this wrong or what else, or maybe they're just not biting today. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna switch over to live bait and see what happens. Hopefully I'll catch something, see what the fish activity is doing. It's why, like, you know, I just like have to take this to the ultimate, to the test, seeing like, are there gonna be fish out there, or is it gonna be... So of course hooking up this worm was so messed up. They're skinny though, they're like little tiny ones. Well, not that they're tiny, but they're not like night crawlers at all, like, you know, because unlike night crawlers, I mean, I was able to fit them pretty easily. So they're kind of like, I don't know if they're kind of like the red worms, but I don't know. So I just don't know what's going on here. So maybe they're just fish that are not up to it today. So I don't know. So I mean, the setup I didn't do was I put 2 things in there. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think it matters anymore right now, because it's near to the end of the fishing season for me. So I'm just gonna go with the flow, and then next year, like starting in the spring, I'll start jigging things up or rigging things up or something like that, and then just, you know, see if I have results. I think what I want to do, like next year, I want to get like a pole. So I want to like get like a fishing holder, like such as like you put on the ground and on the stuff, and you just stick it on the ground like a needle or something like that, and you just you know, just put it like that. Yeah, I don't think I'm casting like as far as I thought I did out before, so I don't know. Maybe, well, like I said earlier, I'm supposed to change the line, but somehow I haven't done that yet. But that's okay. Looks like they took a nibble out of it. What, did you guys see that? Well, not that when you saw me put the worm on there. So yeah, so I just don't know what's going on there. So don't mind. Okay, so I just had to cut the music there because due to, well, I had to shut the camera off because the music was playing. Sorry, I didn't mean to mistranslate that. So I had to shut it off because there was a couple here, they were playing their music. I didn't want to get copyrighted, of course. Of course, I was really surprised that the video that with the red worms and the night crawlers, they are, you know, that didn't pick up the music at all. I don't know if it wasn't loud enough, but it sounded loud enough to me. But I don't know, so yeah, I think that, like I said, it's getting tangled and all this stuff, because, well, not tangled, but like, yeah, see how it swerves up a little bit? I think the time that it's getting old and all this stuff, so it needs a replacement. I think that's what my father said, so meaning that my father told me that it's just time. I mean, I've had this rod since 2021. I went to Cabela's. I know it says Bass Pro Shop, but I got this rod at Cabela's back in 2021 when I went down to Hudson. So it doesn't sound like I'm gonna do any activity. There's no activity today. In the beginning, there were people on the boat though, and all this stuff, seeing like they were on a boat fishing. I don't know if they got anything. So, oh yeah, they're taking a chop out of this. All right, well, let's try one more time with the spot, and then move the other spot and see what happens. I don't know. All right, so sorry. Just I'm gonna try to see if I can remove this. I put two in there. Maybe I should just remove one and tighten it and all this stuff. So, alrighty. All right, so let's see. Going to cast one more time with this at this spot. Yeah, I'm not casting out as far. I think I cast out a little bit farther when I was at with the crankbait, but now I'm not doing good results there. Well, I think it's just due to a change in line. I know that's what the user told me on my, I think it was like Labor Day fishing. It said that it has line memory, so I would change the line. So it is an old line, so we're gonna do that. I won't do it now. I'll probably do it like maybe somewhere in the spring of 2025. You know, I'll change some of the lines. I'll get some lines or whatever I can get and all this stuff. So, and just go with the flow. You know? Alright, so it's like 11 right now. I want to be done by 11:30 because, you know, I don't have time. I mean, this is why I don't like doing mid-morning fishing, because, you know, based on activities and all this stuff, well, work actually also plays a role in it, and that's when, and all this stuff, because when I work, you know, because I go back to work like around like, well, I leave at my house at 1:30 and then get there before 2 o'clock. So, but yeah, so it's just, that's why like sometimes mid-morning fishing is not like an ideal for me. So, and as you can see, oh, they didn't do a bait chop on this, but, well, not bait chop, but they did took some bite of it. But let's see if I can rig it up a little bit. Let's see. So, yeah, I know the fishing, I know this title would be fishing with the crankbait, but yeah, I'm not casting as far. It's so dumb. I mean, but we'll just do it for today. And then next year, if I go out fishing, that is, depending on how I feel, you know, but I don't know.
You have 25 events on January 1st, 2025 until December 31st, 2025.
No, that's not what I wanted. Why did Siri say that? Yeah, well, Siri does sometimes have a history of doing that. Like I'm calling Siri, but I didn't mean to call Siri. It just like picks it up. So all right, so let's see. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably do the rest off camera, and then maybe do this for like maybe 10 minutes. If I catch something, I'll show it to you guys. Hold on. Or if I go over, well, I'm gonna go over there. Like, well, not right now, but so. All right. Well, anyway. All right, so I'm at a different location right now. Well, I would say different location, different spot basically. I'm like kind of like in like between, like from over here to over here. So like I said, I haven't caught anything. Well, maybe today I caught something. Let's hopefully. Oh yeah, I got something. The bulb is sinking down, and let me set the drag. I'm pretty sure it's a fish. Yep, it's a fish. All right. Holy cow! Look at this thing. All righty. Wow, nice. We got a bluegill. All right. It might have not been the crankbait, but at least we got something out of here. All righty. That's not too bad. So, all righty. Well, despite not catching anything throughout like an hour or so. So yeah, alrighty, that's nice. That's a nice looking bluegill. A little bigger though. What do you think? Alrighty. Shoot, I didn't even bring my gloves. Alright, so alrighty, well. Alright, let's see. Oh. Alright, here he is. There's the little thing, and I mean I dropped him off. I mean, I don't know if I got that on camera, but he did bleed. I mean, I don't know where the blood came from. So, alrighty. Well, that is it. Well, that finally I caught something. I mean, despite of being here without using the crankbait and all this stuff. So, yeah. So I guess there is some activity going on. So I'm just don't know. It's always a good idea to bring live bait. That's why, like, I think to myself that I should bring like 2 rods, like one rod for live bait and the other rod for the, you know, like a crankbait or whatever, plastic worms, whatever. I don't know. Well, I mean, I like to try to fish with plastic worms, but you know. But yeah, this took a good took a roll on that one. So finally, I caught a fish during the day. Alrighty. So I don't know. Should I put a new one on there? So I only had like a few minutes tops left, but you know, hey, that was perfect. That was perfection. So alright, well, anyway, let's try it again and all that stuff. So alrighty. Oh, alright, so sorry about that. So I'm just gonna log out and just log back in once I take care of this. Alright, let's try this spot one more time and all this stuff, and then see if I can catch another fish. Probably more likely, maybe that's where I'll be catching bluegills, unless otherwise I catch something different. You know, despite of that, I mean, nice to catch something. So even though it wasn't the crankbait and all this stuff, so but yeah, this took a toll out of that. So that was a good sized bluegill and all that stuff. So I just wish I knew like why can I not fish like other anglers do, like such as like, you know, swimming, I mean not swimming, fishing with plastic bait and all this stuff. I know it's been done before by other users, so I don't know. So actually, you know what, let's go to another spot. All right, so I'm at the same spot with the crankbait, like what I did with the crankbait, but this time I'm using live bait and see what happens. Oh, that was a nice cast. Believe me or not, I think the bigger weights I'm using, those slip shot weights I'm using, it's like a little bigger. The other ones that were a little bit small. So now I don't know if that plays a role too with casting far. I think it does. I can't remember, but anyway, so yeah. So we're just gonna try that and try this spot again. See if I can catch a fish. You know. So, because I was here last time at this spot during the, well, not during the COVID, but during my last video, I had the COVID rod and all that stuff, so. But yeah, so today we are going to be doing this one. Let's just give it a few more minutes and see what happens and see if I catch anything at this spot. I don't know, maybe I might catch a bass here. I have not caught a bass this year, so let's see. Well, I put a new worm in there. Yeah, you guys already saw that I put a new worm in there. So they're a little bit, the slip shot weights look a little bigger though than they were. So I have to see what the sizes are on that one, because the size are, you know, plays a role in that too. That, you know, that, because I wasn't casting that far when I was doing the little bitty ones. Alright, so I'm just going to see what's going on here. And I put a new GoPro battery in it, and I actually put the new one in when I changed the spots. So, yeah, so, alrighty, well. So. I also learned this one time, like not only like how to cast farther, but based on the angle and all that stuff of when you're gonna cast your rod, you're not supposed to cast all the way further out, like, and all that stuff. You know, they're supposed to be like at a, maybe at a 90-degree angle or something like that. So yeah, it's something like that. So there's always something going on here when I go out fishing. Police sirens, fire truck. Well, that sounds like a fire truck. The way it sounds like it's, something's always going on. Something always goes on here, you know. So well, I may have not caught with something with, I may have not caught a fish with the crankbait, but at least I got something. So I'll still use that crankbait and all that stuff, just not during that time. So that way, like, that's why I want to get something like, oh, was I too late? It went down, but it went down, must have lost it somehow. Like, maybe if I catch this one fish, I'll call it for the day. I mean, I know I probably should say that I don't care what kind of fish it is, but if it's a bass, it'd be nice, because at least I caught a bass this year, because I had not caught a bass in the longest time. Well, last year I caught one, but last year I caught one. So, but I guess it depends on the water too, you know, like, I mean, I've caught a bass here on shoreline and all this stuff, but with bait. So I don't know exactly what to think beyond this point. So just don't know why it didn't work. So so instead of like spending my time like trying to catch a fish, I can try to, like, you know, do something different. I think those poles that I can get to, like, you can stick it on the ground, you can get to Amazon. But I haven't found the tip for my I have the telescoping rod. Remember that one time in the fishing in July it broke and all the stuff? So yeah, it broke and all the stuff. I don't know how and all this stuff. I mean, I caught some good fish with that rod. You know, that included the catfish too. But it's like, maybe I should just get like, so. Alright, so but yeah, so let's see what happens. All right, that's going to be a wrap for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. So I'm going to recap of what happened on all that stuff. So you guys already know I tried fishing with the crankbait. It was really unsuccessful. I wasn't catching anything, so I don't know. Maybe the basses went up for it, so something like that. I don't know, but I mean, I tried again, but I don't know when. But it's getting near to the end of the season, so. But overall, I had started going back to live bait, and the next thing you know, I caught that bluegill. And that's basically about it. So overall, I mean, at least I caught one fish. So after being there for about probably about an hour and all that stuff. So yeah, so it just seemed like hours and all that stuff. But overall, I enjoyed it. It was nice to catch that darn fish, even though it wasn't the crankbait. But we'll try it again, maybe some other time, maybe next year, or I don't know. But like I said, I will change the line and all that stuff on my reel and all that stuff. Not today, not this year. Next year will be the case. So we're gonna see. Maybe some improvements will happen. Who knows? So, all right, guys. So like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell button so you don't miss out on my videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.